The information in this video is provided for informational and educational purposes only.
Welcome to Dose of DeAnn, where you'll get a little shot of what my life is like living with SMA. Today is a gorgeous day here in Minnesota, but a few days ago, not so much. I was going to take you on a trip with me to Art in the Park. It's an outdoor festival here locally to show you how I navigate outdoor events. Unfortunately, it got rained out, so I can't do that. But as what they say in Minnesota, if you don't like the weather, just wait a day. Today is gorgeous. That's why I decided to tell you my hints and tricks to navigate outdoor events out here in my backyard. But first, here's a word from our sponsor.
This vlog was made possible by a sponsorship from Avexis, a clinical stage gene therapy company relentlessly focused on bringing gene therapy out of the lab and into the clinical setting for patients and families devastated by rare and life-threatening neurological genetic diseases. To understand how gene therapy is changing the way we see genetic diseases, check out exploregenetherapy.com. www.exploregenetherapy.com. Explore Gene Therapy is a resource for learning more about gene therapy, including its history and how it is being studied. Visit www.exploregenetherapy.com.
Welcome back. One of my first tips when you go to an outdoor event is to scope out the venue. If you can do it personally, that's great. Then you can kind of see how your navigation will be. But if you can't, I recommend sending a friend or family member or talking to the event coordinator. You know what you need the most, so be sure to ask a lot of questions. And a good one is to start with parking. I always recommend when you go to an outdoor event to have your handicap placard in your hand or in the driver's hand. That way, when you get up close to the event, if there's parking attendants, you can just wave your tag and they'll steer you in the right direction. A lot of times, the handicap parking fills up quite fast. So if there isn't any room available, just ask if you can still at least be dropped off close to the event. And sometimes, while you're in that process, a space will open up too. As far as when you go to an event, if it's an all-day thing or over the span of a weekend, I try and go when I know it will be least busy. On a weekend, Sunday mornings are usually pretty quiet. That way you don't have to fight against the crowd so much. If it is crowded, be sure and be polite, but if people are in your way and don't see you, I do think it's okay to give them a little bit of a nudge and just apologize and say, oh, sorry, I was trying to get through. Most people will, if they're in a crowd and they see you want to get through, if you catch someone's eye, they'll tap the other person on the shoulder and have them move for you. Behind me, I have a little bag where I carry all my essentials when I go to an outdoor event. And so I'm going to show you what those are here. I have my sunscreen here so I don't get sunburnt. The bug spray, because even though the nurses can't find my blood, the mosquitoes sure can. I bring along sunglasses, hand sanitizer, a straw, because not everyone carries straws these days. It can be either a reusable or a plastic straw, whatever your preference is. And also I carry an extra portable charger for my phone. I don't want to risk being stranded, so I want to make sure my phone doesn't die. I do want to try one of those chargers that plug into your wheelchair. I think they'd be kind of cool. I want to know what you guys think about those too. And I also like to bring a rain poncho. I like the ponchos because they also can cover part of my wheelchair so it doesn't get wet. So I don't make it a point to be out in the rain, but if it does happen to rain, it's nice to have along. And a lot of times I bring my service dog with me. But I'm a firm believer that even though your service dog can go everywhere with you, he doesn't have to. So if it's a crowded event or extra warm, I leave him home. What things do you bring along when you're going to an outdoor event? I'd love to know. Please leave a comment in our forums or on our YouTube channel, and let's continue the discussion to make it easier to go to an outdoor event. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.